Now launching the dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
Here's something I can talk about.
Go ahead.
Why is it doesn't matter what time of year it is, what's going on, I will inevitably, like I did this morning, get this question from my wife. Can you believe it's October already? Yes, I can believe it. She cannot believe that it's any time that it is. Like, if you say to me in January, can you believe it's 100 degrees? No, that's hard to believe.
Right.
But if you ask me, can you believe it's October? Yes, I can.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room. Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Oh, hang on. That's not loud enough. Hang on. Yeah, it's Wild Card Wednesday. I'm T-Bone. Joining me today is a true wild card on Wild Card Wednesday. One Jeff Tito Thidoff. Hello, Tito.
Where's usually the applause? Usually I do applause.
You want
No, I'm saying usually, that's what
you?
Timmy usually does.
All right, hang on. Well, I don't have the Timmy sound.
That's okay.
effect.
Don't worry about it. That's fine. Thank you.
No, I'm going to give you this. That's what I think is probably more appropriate, and probably what the audience is going to experience throughout the day. They're just going to be like, what did he say? Oh,
Jimmy wants the censor block on the left side of the screen. I think that's a bit of...
Look at you, Teddy. That's very nice.
Thank you, Teddy.
Teddy's trying to class it up over here. How are you doing, Tito?
I'm doing great. I'm not sure who had to say no. like how far down it went. Like, hey, let's bring in Neft. No, you're not bringing in Neft.
Neft was not. We
Neft
didn't
was
call
not an
him.
option.
We called Herbie. He's busy.
Herbie's busy also.
Kirk Herbstreit.
But I'm here.
If we're calling Herbie, then you know where you stand.
I absolutely know where I stand. Yes, I know where I stand
Herbie,
right there.
so.
Yes.
No, Tito,
It's
we love
great
you.
to be here.
We're glad you're here, Tito. Honestly, I have had an interesting week, I would say. I would spend 8 hours talking with you about literally Norwegian volleyball over the week I've had. So I'm excited to see you. It's been a very long week, so I'm glad you're here.
I know the last time I hosted this show with one of you guys. It's been a hot minute.
Was it before that?
Before the second.
Before we moved?
I don't think I've worked with you guys here since then.
You never worked in this building with us?
Not with you guys. I don't think I ever did.
Man, well, that's what it takes. A global pandemic.
What it takes is everybody Timmy being
reevaluates
sick,
things.
Herbstreit being busy, Neft having another job.
That's right.
That's what it all happens here now.
That's right. So we've got
Alicia. Go ahead. Sorry,
Producer Alicia getting a reference.
Yes,
this is good.
There we go.
We have got On Campus coming up 4:48. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer 5:34. Last night, speaking of Rimmer, I texted him today and said, Rims, I hate to break this to you. It looks like we got a hockey team to talk about this year. I mean, I know a lot of people, myself included, Mike included, were saying this is going to be a rough year. You look at some of the injuries this team had. Obviously, we know about the tragedy that happened this year. Everyone's aware of that. And you think this is going to be a new coach, new GM, young players. Last night, they take on Toronto at home, and they jump out to a 3-0 lead. And, I mean, it didn't look like, if you had to guess which of those two teams had expectations on it for this year.
Right.
Never would have thought it was the team that jumped out to the 3-0. Like, I mean, you wouldn't think the Maple Leafs were expected to do anything. And then Jackets pretty much held their own from there. Tarasov was great. I mean, Matthew Olivier has 2 goals. Danforth had a goal and 2 assists. I mean, this team's flying around, making plays.
It's amazing.
Great.
Watch them play, Bone. It's like it's the aggressiveness they have, and it's just, and I don't know how much of it is scheme versus with the new regime being in there, and how much of it's just like the talent getting better. I don't know, but God, the my guys, the Maple Leafs, they're like the Yankees in the NHL. Jumping out that kind of lead against them, I love it anytime the CBJ beat Toronto or Montreal, but like anytime, I love those things.
And my guy, Brandon Beam, on the morning show today was bringing up the Trillium Cup, which is the thing that the Crew used to have as a rivalry game with Toronto FC and the Crew. Apparently, the Crew, Ohio's state wildflower is the Trillium.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
And apparently, Toronto what province? Ontario's provincial flower is the Trillium. So I think it was Mark McCullers, the old Crew GM,
Right.
came up with the Trillium Cup for the rivalry between those two teams.
Sure.
I put rivalry in air quotes. So he actually beamed this morning. He had Austin Warden, big Crew
Right.
guy. They were talking Trillium Cup all morning. He actually asked Jack Johnson, who has won a Stanley Cup, would you now be proud to know you've won the Trillium Cup? And Jack said, what's that?
Of course he did. Yeah, I didn't know that existed until I heard Beamer talking about it today.
It's great. It's great.
That's great.
I think, you know what? We need to get the Jackets and the Crew together.
Right.
Bring that trophy out because the Crew own it because they smoke Toronto now.
Have you seen the trophy?
I have, Tito, I have drank a beer out of the trophy.
Out of the Trillium.
Out of the Trillium.
Okay, now
Cup,
how
yes.
big is it?
It's like at least 2 feet tall.
Okay.
And it has a giant bowl on top of it.
Okay.
But it has like, if I remember correctly, I want to say it has like panels around the side. Like it's not circular, but it's not cylindrical, but it's not completely square either. I think
You're
there's
throwing around a lot of big words I don't understand. I'm going to take them as disrespect.
You should. You should.
Cylindrical?
Here's what I
Go
know.
ahead.
I too hate Toronto. Toronto annoys me. Their fans annoy me. Their fans coming down here. People who've like never lived in Toronto who are like,
Right.
no, they're like the Pittsburgh of Canada, where everyone
Right.
just is like, no, my uncle's brother is from there.
I love that.
That's why I picked him. Yeah, you certainly haven't picked him for the winning because they haven't won a Stanley Cup in 60 plus years.
My wife's family were Maple Leafs.
Yeah,
oh, wait,
that's
that's
right.
me. Hang on. Wait, I'm sorry.
I know it's Steelers
Oh,
born.
yes.
Yeah, I'm very aware. So all I know is I love seeing them lose whenever they can. So that's great that the Jackets helped that cause. And this Jackets team, I mean, I'm not saying that this is a finished product by any stretch, but Tarasov actually looks like he could be a dude.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen spurts of that, but plays like that, I mean, he was stopping. He didn't have much to do in the first period, but then when he did have stuff to do, he made some tremendous saves in the second. And
Entertaining to watch. No doubt about it. This team, it's a lot of fun to watch.
I'm telling you, there's obviously they are hoping that something breaks with that goalkeeper. The goaltending situation has to. We need someone to emerge there, but if it ain't Elvis, it doesn't matter. I'm
Right.
sure they would like it to be Elvis, but either way, you need someone who can stop shots. And right now, he's showing that he can. So I kind of like that. I'm a big fan of that. By the way, I mentioned it's Wild Card Wednesday. I said this, and then I didn't even tell you what to do with Wild Card Wednesday. Tweet the program at Man and Bone 971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. 787-3093. That's the number. Got it. We also had last night in the NBA something that happened that I thought was fairly historic that I actually stayed up to watch. And Teddy, you can verify. We were talking about this in the office. I kind of nailed it. I kind of got it exactly right.
You did.
Last night, the Lakers played the Timberwolves, opening night of the NBA, and LeBron played in a game with his son. Bronny James got in this game. And I said the way they're going to do this, I felt, was they're going to put Bronny in late in the second when there's like a few minutes left, where there's a natural break because halftime's coming.
Sure.
Then, LeBron can collect himself. Bronny can ease it. Like, there's no like, oh, no, we left him out there. We haven't got a timeout. It's been 8 minutes, and now we're down 5. Like, they had an easy way to get him back out of the game so it wouldn't expose how he's not an NBA player.
Sure.
And then they didn't put him in all the way up till halftime, but they essentially put him up pretty close in the second quarter to that time. But if you watched it,
Cool moment.
Cool moment, because I want to say the moment is because of LeBron, not because, like, I know people hate the fact that Bronny's in this spot.
Sure.
But I also feel like, isn't that a testament to how good LeBron James is? That he is so good that a team like the Lakers is like, what'd you want us to do? Draft your kid who's probably not an NBA player? Like, yeah, to keep you happy? That's how good you are? Yes, we'll do that.
How good and powerful LeBron James is.
Well,
how good and
yeah.
powerful. Like he holds a lot of weight, obviously.
But he only holds that weight because he's good. Like, if he was like, if James Harden tried to pull this, they'd be like, well, I mean, okay.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. No, I got
if we're going to do that.
If Sean Kemp tried to do it, then you got 9 kids on the bench, right?
Could be. Right.
I know it was a cool moment, though. I did like seeing that. And I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff. And your thoughts on LeBron, love him, hate him, whatever. Love the fact, the nepotism that goes on, all those things. But it was a cool moment last night seeing that happen.
I thought it was interesting because Ernie Johnson actually made the point that he's like, I got to do a broadcast with my dad.
Yeah.
And I thought, like, oh, man, Again, Ernie Johnson's a Hall of Fame broadcaster.
Right.
No one would take anything away from him as a broadcaster. And I don't think Bronny James is going to have the career in basketball
Right.
that Ernie Johnson had. But Ernie Johnson, technically, I mean, some people might say, oh, well, look, your dad got you into the business. Right. Joe Buck, his dad. How many guys right now?
Harry Carey, Skip Carey, Chip Carey. Iron Eagle, Knowing Eagle, they're going to do games. They're going to do games on Christmas Day.
That's right, yes. And I'm saying, that happens in broadcasting all the time.
Yeah.
How many coaches have we heard of that it's like, hey, this guy, he's the son of this dude.
Right.
Like Lane Kiffin, Monty Kiffin. There's dozens of examples of that currently and previously. All I'm pointing out is I don't think that every one of those guys in broadcasting and coaching are literally just, they were at the top of the heap of the resume pile. Yeah. And then at the end we said, who's this kid?
Right.
Oh, it's Noah Eagles. It's Iron Eagle's son. I didn't know that. Well, he earned it. No, I mean, it's probably at least a little bit because they know who he is. Sure. They know his name because they know who dad is. If that happens in the NBA in the second round, half those guys are going to play in Europe anyway, if ever. I don't think that's a huge waste of a pick. Now he had the historic moment. The interesting thing is going to be where it goes from there.
G League.
Yeah, I mean,
It's got to be, doesn't it?
He's not going to play much this year, if at all. The only thought I had was he had a 3 and it rimmed out.
Right.
And I thought, man, if that goes in, then they really have no reason to play him again because it's like, hey, what do you want? You got in, you scored,
you're 1 for 1 in your career.
Dad assisted,
right?
We're good.
You're the all-time leading father-son scoring duo in NBA history.
Right. Yeah, I mean, the fact that you can even play for 22 years. And I don't know what LeBron's going to do this year, but last year he was 25, 8, and 6.
He's great. I know.
He is every single year.
Yes.
I mean, there's something, I feel like we just take him for granted of he can just do this forever. Maybe, but like Tom Brady, where we just thought, well, this guy can just do it forever. And it's like, until he can't.
Right.
And I don't know, maybe Tom Brady could still go back out there. I'm sure the Browns would like to find out. But meanwhile, LeBron is still doing it. He's still out there playing effectively. He's not the best player on their team anymore. That should be Anthony Davis. Right. But anyway, last night, interesting game. And they won. Lakers got the W. So there you go. They're 1-0. We have got Wild Card Wednesday plenty to get to. I have actually someone who has sent us a message that it makes me happy and it infuriates me. And it is to do with fast food. It is not a Fat Boy food tip, but it is going to be for Wild Card Wednesday. We're going to get that when we come back. Also, we have Jake Diebler getting himself a commitment, so we'll tell you about both those things next. It's Man and Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should know that northbound 270's off-ramp to westbound I-70 on the west outer belt is currently closed due to an accident, so seek an alternate exit. We also have slower traffic on southbound 315 from Kinnear Road to 670. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Prime Sports. Download the Prime Sports Ohio app today or visit primesportsbook.com and use promo code JUSTSPORTS for a welcome bonus of up to $100.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers, the people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
If you're struggling with ED or your performance is down and your belly fat is growing, listen up. You've got one life. Now is the time to act.
At the Columbus Men's Clinic, we're not just healthcare, we're your secret weapon. Don't wait another day. Here's why you need to act right now.
Every moment you delay, your condition could worsen. It's not just about sex, it's about your heart, your relationship, your life.
The Columbus Men's Clinic has over 10 years of proven results for low testosterone and increasing drive, energy level, and performance. We've introduced ED and enhancement treatments so exclusive, you'll wonder why you waited.
Procrastination is the thief of time. When it comes to your sexual health, you can't afford to wait. Join the League of Gentlemen who've walked out of our doors with a swagger.
Call the Columbus Men's Clinic at 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. Book your $99 male performance consultation now, including blood work. Call 614-300-7400 or visit columbusmensclinic.com. The Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Mike Rowe here with a quick question. Have you noticed cracks in your drywall, chimney, or exterior walls? I hope not, because if you have, they could be indications that you've got a much bigger problem with your foundation. That's where Ohio Basement Authority comes in, a groundworks company. They can honestly assess your situation and create a plan to stabilize your foundation. Schedule your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com/row. And while you're there, check out my latest dirty job.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Just how liberal is Sherrod Brown? Take a look at his actual votes. That's what Debbie from the Cleveland area did.
I thought I knew Sherrod Brown. Now I hear he's super liberal, so I went and looked at his votes. Brown voted to allow late-term partial birth abortions. It's horrific. The AMA said it should be banned, but Sherrod voted for it more than once.
In fact, Sherrod Brown voted for partial birth abortion 6 different times.
Partial birth abortion? Allowing trans biological men in girls' locker rooms and girls' sports? Sex change surgery for kids? He seemed like a good guy, but with Brown's voting record, I just can't vote for him.
Sherrod Brown has let us down. When you look at his actual votes, Sherrod Brown is just way too liberal for Ohio. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
If a friend asks how you're doing, and you say,
I'm okay.
When the truth is,
I don't want my problems to burden anyone.
Or you say,
hang it in there.
Because
if I ask for help, they'll just think I'm weak.
Then this is your sign to call, text, or chat 988 for free, confidential support. Anytime. You don't have to hide how you feel.
If you recently lost health coverage due to a life change, healthcare.gov is here for you. Like it was there for Marcus when he lost his job. And Keisha when she turned 26 and lost her parents' insurance. And Elena when she went off Medicaid. There are many other ways to qualify. Visit healthcare.gov today to see if you're eligible to enroll. Limited time to enroll. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Low energy, brain fog, or bloating? Your body might need a detox. Active Liver from New Nordic makes it easy to help your liver detox your body all year long without major changes to your diet or lifestyle.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Breezy this afternoon, starting with sunshine, but we'll see more clouds by later in the afternoon. Highs in the mid to upper 70s. A sprinkle or two could fall with those clouds. Temperatures falling tonight as things clear out. Lows down into the 40s. Highs tomorrow, mostly sunny, but only into the low 60s. We'll be back in the 70s with a small chance for rain on Friday. That's your latest 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Michael Behrens on 97.1 The Fan.
ESPN Bet is the official sports book of Common Man and T-Bone. On your phone or in person at Hollywood Casino Columbus. The Fan.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
Well, I've got some fast food stuff for you coming up. Don't worry. Man and Bone Wild Card Wednesday, as you know. You can tweet us at Man and Bone 971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Jeff Thidoff, a.k.a. Tito, he is in for Common Man today. So before we get to all that, I got to tell you where Man and I like to do all our banging when it comes to sports betting, and there's only one place we go. ESPN Bet Sportsbook at the Hollywood Casino Columbus. It is the spot to go to. 12,000 square feet of gambling action, plus tons of TVs for you to watch any game you want to. And I say game, but I'm quite sure if there's like boxing on and that's what you want to bet on, they'll have that for you. If you want to watch tennis, I know they got that. Scotty Vegas,
yes.
Out there constantly with the tennis. Golf, anything else, it's all there for you. Plus great food and drink, tons of great people. And of course, we're there from time to time. Come out and see us, hang out. We'll probably be broadcasting live here. I want to say a week from this Friday is the next time we're out there. You can find it all at 971thefan.com. But in the meantime, even if we're not there, you can be there. If you're over 21 or older, must be 21 or older, gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. But that is Hollywood Casino Columbus, ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Check it out today. So, Tito, do you want fast food news from Sweden or Jake Diebler gets a commitment. Which one would you like to start?
Fast food news in Sweden sounds like it's a great story. Let's do that one.
All right. This is from listener Mike, who was on a work trip, who tweeted us and said, "My fellow fast food fatzos."
Tell them about it, JoJo.
Thank you. I'm on a work trip in northern Sweden, and I was able to go to Burger King on the Sunday that I arrived. I got a double cheeseburger, fries, chili cheese bites, and an apple pie with ice cream. He also said they have, and he shows the menu, and again, I can't do it justice because there's so many different menu items, but their apple pies, Tito, they are not like the little long apple pies that you see
4,000 degrees. Yeah.
These are circular. They're like a disc, like a pie shape, a round object, which you would expect a pie to be in. And he said it has cinnamon, apples, caramel.
That sounds pretty good.
They'll even put a dollop of soft serve on top of it. He also said they have some other menu items. They have what they call their King Fusion, which is like their ice cream with stuff mixed into it.
Right.
They have a multitude of shakes, more than what we have here in the States. He said they probably don't do this in the U.S. because we'd be even fatter. True. He said the apple pie, though, puts every other fast food pie to shame. They had caramel apples and crunch. It looked like a pie, and GD was it good with vanilla soft serve on top. Also, the burgers and fries were the same as you'd expect from America, but the chili cheese bites they had,
right?
Not like our chili and cheese like you get on a dog. It is apparently cheese sauce with like chili peppers in it.
Oh,
so it's almost like a nacho cheese.
Sure.
But they had, he said, a decent crunch to it, and it's deep fried. Why don't we have this here?
I don't get it. It works.
I would call those pocket nachos because they're essentially like the outside would be like the nacho and the inside is the cheese sauce.
Right.
You just pop that in your mouth. It keeps all the mess in there. You eat it. You would sell billions of those if you sold them here. What is going on, Burger King? Make this happen.
Wouldn't we have Burger King like that here?
I'd like to have a Burger King that's open.
I know,
here, but
I know. You're right. Every time you,
I shouldn't say that because there's plenty of Burger Kings that are open. The one that's closest to here is often closed, so that's where I have had my issues. But yeah, the ones I live, like in Marysville where I live, the ones there, they're great. They're open late. They're good. They do a good job. But you like Burger King, Tito?
Dude, I'll take Burger King over Wendy's, and I'll take it over McDonald's. Yes, I absolutely do.
See, now that. If Common Man were sitting here today, he would have hopped over the desk and fought you.
Let's be fair, though. If Common Man were sitting there today, there's no way in hell I'm the co-host, right? At that point, he did it the last time. He brought in a series of guest hosts. Remember? Adam King did an hour. I think Jen did an hour. Somebody else. Like it was anybody but Tito that day Common Man was sitting there.
I thought you couldn't come in that day.
No, I can't. Dude, have I ever said no to a shift? Ever.
Well,
no.
You have said no to like 5 minutes before the shift, and then 4 minutes before the shift, you've arrived.
Right. That's true too. Yes, but no, I never
said
say
no to the prep time. But
right, the prep time. Yeah, the prep time. That's amateur hour. No, I just turn the light on. I'm ready to go. But no, there's no way. But yes, he would come over and get me. You're right.
Yeah, he would, and he is. But you like it that much? I thought I was the only Burger King fan here at the station, but apparently not. Teddy, how are you on Burger King? I don't think I've ever asked you that question.
Rax.
I enjoy Burger King. It's not, I don't take it over McDonald's or Wendy's, but I do enjoy Burger King.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good. Tito, have you ever had Whataburger?
I have not had Whataburger before, no.
Next time you go anywhere south, they should have it. And you should try it, and you should report back.
What's the other big one out there, like that's out west usually?
That's In-N-Out?
Yeah,
or Jack in the Box?
Either one of them. Have you had all three of those?
I've had all three of those.
How do you rank those three?
In-N-Out Burger is if you're looking for like a good burger made well with fresh toppings. They do that very well. If you like a lot of slop, they will put that on there. You get that animal style thing. Good fries, not great fries, in my opinion. I think In-N-Out Burger is overrated for the amount of people will line up for days to get In-N-Out Burger. It seems like I wouldn't do that. Jack in the Box is literally, we don't know what you like, so we've got all of it.
Okay.
If you want tacos, Jack in the Box has tacos. If you want chili cheese bite things, they've got that. If you want donuts and breakfast in the morning, they'll do that. They'll do all kinds of random stuff. It's a little like Sonic. How Sonic has a menu that's just kind of everything. That's what Jack in the Box is. And it's fine, but I wouldn't say any one thing that they have, that I've had anyway, is like, oh, that's the best version of that you can get.
Swenson's and Ritzy's.
I've never done either.
Really?
No.
Ted, you have, right? You've done Swenson and Ritzy's, haven't you? Either one of those? You've had them.
I've been to Swenson's.
Okay.
Yeah.
Swenson's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely
It just throws me off because there's no drive-through, right?
Yeah, you pull up. It's
You
like
pull
the
up
old,
and sit
the old
there and
50s
you-
thing.
and you
Like
flash
you pull
your
up, they bring out a tray and put it on the side of your car, and you do it that way. Yeah,
Which I know Sonic does that, but Sonic
Right.
also has a drive-through.
Sure.
And I'm like, that's what I'm accustomed to. And I really am averse to talking to people when it comes to fast food.
Right.
When they put someone out at McDonald's or any of these places and they're like, hey, how's it going?
Oh,
Chick-fil-A is the worst at this.
Yeah, they do it, yeah.
I had one the other day where I pull up to a Chick-fil-A. There's no one in line.
Right.
They have 2 bays for you to go in either lane, and there's a person there with the menu board right next to them.
Right.
As I'm slowly pulling up, because I don't want to like freak this person out, they're like, oh, hey, and they start walking towards me, and I'm like, no, I like to read the menu, because sometimes you have new items, and I just want to see the menu just to make sure you're not like, oh, hey, if you buy a chicken sandwich, you get a free frozen lemonade or something. It's like, well, I would get that if you have that as an option. I didn't have the app open. So then I'm just like staring past the person like, yeah, I guess this is what I want. So that's why those places like Swenson's where it's like, oh, good, a person will come out to your car. No, I am full of shame. Please leave me alone.
There's no one sitting next to me. I'm ordering 2 double cheeseburgers, and you know I'm eating it here.
So anyway, I want 3 meals, 3 drinks. Actually, can you pour the 3 drinks into one? I don't even need the other 2 drinks. Just the one big drink.
Right.
Extra plates and napkins. It's like, there's no one else in this car. Yeah, I know.
That's fine, yeah, right.
Stop asking questions. Don't ask questions. That's what I say. All right. Well, there we go. So go to Sweden and get the Burger King. Apparently, it's good.
By the way, I like Burger King when it's good. I know someone in the chat said, oh, I haven't been 50 years. I know. But if I can find a good, solid, consistent Burger King, I'd rather be there than the other places.
That's fair. Totally understood.
Yes.
And I agree with you. But, you know, you can have bad McDonald's. You can have bad Wendy's occasionally.
You can, yes.
I'm just saying, usually they have some good stuff. And if the Burger King you're saying is not as consistent, I can understand this. But to each their own. Ohio State basketball gets a 4-star power forward, Amari Bynum. He was choosing among Iowa, Colorado, LSU, Xavier. He is from Omaha, Nebraska, but he went and played at a prep school in Branson, Missouri.
Yep.
Which I didn't.
Was it Branson, Missouri?
I thought it was.
That's where Tennessee.
No, that's where the prep school is. I'm pretty sure it's Branson, Missouri. I could be wrong. This, where did it say here? I thought it was. Well, either way, Link Academy is where it is, located in Branson, Missouri.
Okay.
Right next to like an Elvis impersonator and
Dolly Parton.
I didn't know Branson had that going on. Anyway, he's 6'8", 210 pounds. He is a class of 2026 guy. So
4-star.
Yeah.
99th overall recruit in the nation.
4-star guy, not a 5-star guy, but you know, we're building that class up a little bit.
Besides 6'8", he's like 6'8", like 225. So he's going to put on some weight, obviously. Listen to the center.
You'd also think he's probably growing more. I mean, this is the time where you're going to see some more height hopefully develop there. So, all right, fine. We'll see what that turns into, but there's a get for Jake Diebler. And as you know, with recruiting, nothing's solid. I mean, it's only done when you're actually on campus and playing because of NIL, transfer window, everything else.
And recruiting, Bone, in every sport now, but recruiting is more just PR because you're going to make your hay with transfers. As Ohio State's shown you this year with Bradshaw coming over from Kentucky, you know what I mean? Like you're going to make your hay there.
Ohio State should live in the portal. You're exactly right.
So like you can get all these guys that's great, say, oh, this guy's 5-star, 4-star, 99, 3rd, whatever it is. But he might not be there in 2 years anyway, and you get somebody else who's played and either established themselves or have not established themselves and brought in. So that's the recruiting thing just doesn't mean as much as it used to. It's
I'm with you on that. The Browns are all in on crab legs. I'll discuss next. And it's Wild Card Wednesday. It's Man and Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's on westbound 670's on-ramp from 3rd Street. Crews are on scene there causing some holdup. And we've got a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $300 cash bonus when you open a new free checking account. Visit bmifcu.org/free for more details.
This year's starting lineup at Honda Marysville is as strong as ever, so come see us. Choose from Ohio's largest selection of Hondas. And get 0% for 60 on any new CR-V, HR-V, Passport Pilot, or Ridgeline with the trade.
Honda's built here, Honda's sold here. Honda Marysville. We're closer than you think.
0% with approved credit and 80% of MSRP financed. 2010 or newer trade with KBB appraisal at $2,500 or more. Must take delivery from dealer stock 10/31/24.
Hey, Ohio, Prime Sports has arrived. The only book where you can lay 108 instead of 110 on all your favorite teams. Football, baseball, basketball, hockey. Why would you risk more to win the same amount at another sports book? Download the Prime Sports Ohio app or visit our website, primesportsbook.com, and use promo code JUSTSPORTS to get a welcome bonus up to $100. And be a member of the Prime Sports family.
Terms and conditions apply. Visit website for details. Must be 21 or older and present in Ohio. If you or anyone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Barack Obama. Ohio, you know about hard work. The kind it takes to run a business, feed your family, and help your neighbors. Sherrod Brown knows about it too. Sherrod works hard to deliver for Ohio, but he also respects the hard work that you do each and every day. And in the Senate, he's fighting to protect the dignity of that work. He's keeping jobs from being shipped overseas. He's taking on corporations that gambled away pensions and jacked up prices while raking in record profits. And he's a champion for freedom, whether it's the right to vote or the right of women to make their own healthcare decisions. Ohio, we can't afford to lose Sherrod's voice in the Senate. We need him to keep working hard for you. So make sure to vote by November 5th.
I'm Sherrod Brown running for Senate. I approve this message.
Paid for by friends of Sherrod Brown.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for thousands of appetizing ingredients that inspire countless mouth-watering meals with savings beyond low prices. Like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. So you can get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Check out this sale on red, green, or black seedless grapes. Right now, they're just 99 cents a pound with your card and digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
You want an easy way to feed your friends? You get a Jersey Mike's catering box. You want an exciting radio idea? You get me. Like this. There's a Jersey Mike's catering box off the coast of Corsica that needs rescuing. Me and a team of mercenaries go in, barrel rolling past the sleeping guard, and we find the catering box in a secret bunker. I say, men, let's get these 12 subs home. But they're already eating them. That's the problem with mercenaries. You can't trust them. The Jersey Mike's catering box, a sub above.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Your small business can save big with the SACA benefit plan. 844-MEDOhio.com. That's 844-MEDOhio.com. Anthem's SACA benefit plan. 844-MEDOhio.com.
The Christmas cash giveaways now at UDF. With UDrive Plus, 1 in 7 can play to win prizes instantly, including $1,000 weekly by buying specially marked items at UDF. No purchase necessary. Visit udrivecontest.com for official rules.
Thank you for calling Great Lakes. Great Lakes Kia.
Do you like scary movies?
Nah, they don't scare me.
What does scare you?
High car payments. They make me want to scream.
And at Great Lakes Kia?
We have brand new Kias, under $5 a day. Come pick one out.
Maybe I'm already here.
Cool. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV6 Wind, and Sorento LX. All three under $5 a day.
That's only $139 a month for 24 months.
Plus new 24 Kia Telluride LX, under $8 a day.
$249 for 24 months.
At Great Lakes Kia.
What if I have scary credit?
No problem. Get approved with 0% financing.
Perfect. And I'm right behind you.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus, GreatLakesKia.com.
Can I hang up now?
To qualified buyers, visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Tweet us at Man and Bone 971. That's you. At Man and Bone 971. 971 The Fan is the Twitter handle for the station. I'm all discombobulated, but the good news is it's Wild Card Wednesday. Jeff Thedoff is here. Tito is here. We are going to go on campus 448. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer 534. Tito, I've got a few here. This one comes from Code Monkey, who says, my guys.
You're doing God's work.
Linkin Park's new lead singer is great, and I was in a conversation last weekend about bands replacing members. Is there a band you'd still go see with a new vocalist, and are there any bands you'd still go see if no original members were left? Now, Tito, first off, how do you feel about Linkin Park? Are you a Linkin Park guy? Ever get into them?
I could not name a single Linkin Park song.
Really?
I couldn't. What? Wait, there's one. I'm not going to sing it because last time Common Man had me sing, and I look like an idiot more so than normal.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
otherwise, we'd be going great. Go ahead.
We have a song like, you don't have any Linkin Park in that you can play 3 seconds of one?
I don't have any Linkin Park with me. I don't think we can play any. I don't think we can.
I think I know one Linkin Park song. Anyway, I would not.
Is it Down with the Sickness?
Might be that. That sounds a little familiar. It could also be.
Is it no?
Trick question there.
It could also be something else.
Is it Dr. Feelgood?
That's one of my favorites. Dr. Feelgood's Motley Crue. Nice try. Okay, not give me on that one. As far as original members, no. If there's no original members, I'm not going to see that band. There's no way. If there's no original members, no.
Yeah, it's a weird thing. So one, I have actually, so I like a lot of what they call like hardcore bands, like very heavy hardcore punk stuff.
Right.
Where it is very common for that band to be like, oh yeah, new lead singer, but the rest of the band's here and the new album. And that guy, I don't want to disparage because I love that music.
Right.
But there are some times where the new guy comes in and you're like, oh yeah, he's still very angry and screaming similar things that the other guy was. And it's still like the music's going and I'm like, all right, I can get behind that.
But the lead singer's the key.
Well, it depends on the band. If your band is like featuring, I don't know, John Bon Jovi, which it's like his vocals are kind of distinctive, more so than in his personality and everything else. I can understand how you say, well, I got to see. It's called Bon Jovi. The band is Bon Jovi.
Yes.
I would like to see it with him as the lead singer. So I think it depends on the type of band. But then as far as if I'd see a band with no original members, the other week, went to a music festival. There's a band there called Norma Jean.
Okay.
And when I fell in love with them, they had an entirely different lineup than they do now. After their first album came out, or their